Well, alrighty then. This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. As always, give me a second. All right. Okay. So this is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. As always, and if you're wondering what is Lucifer doing on Earth, well, let me tell you, he's talking about everything that the Earth is made of, which is what business and spirituality, baby. So in the recent videos, you've seen how business and spirituality does connect to each other, whether you like it or not. You know, some people call it physics, some people call it metaphysics, some people call it spirituality, but at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. Um, I understand that making a connection with both is not as easy. You've also seen a little bit of my beholder energy. If you read between the lines, no pun intended, no offense meant. But if you look closely enough, and if you have seen my beholder energy video, this is a little bit of how you're going to perceive life. Of course, you might not be as belligerent as I am, because you might feel like, well, everything is great and everything's fine, and you know that there's that too. There's people that are like that too. Especially beginners. Beginners feel like, everything is fucking great and fantastic, but at the end of the day, you will see that everything is not that great and not that fantastic, even though it kind of is. Even though it kind of is, in some shape or form, it is kind of fantastic and beautiful to look at. But at the same time, you understand that there is no light without darkness. There is no darkness without light. So you'll end up being like, you'll end up understanding how intricate the connection is between the two, which will not make you happy at all. And nobody said spirituality was meant to make you happy. If spirituality is meant to make you powerful, not happy. Um, and it is how it is. But it doesn't mean that you can't be happy. You got to find your own happiness. You got to find your own happiness in the things that you do and the things that you love. I love being a demon. That's where I find my happiness. Of course, obviously, the world is made in the shape or form where, it's gonna try and stop me from being happy about being a demon. Whether it is a personal issue with a person, whether it is what you call it, a media, some kind of media, some kind of, company, association, whatever. I mean? Everybody has pros and cons, right? And those pros and cons might diverge with your own personal pros and cons. So there's some things, some philosophies that you'll understand, and other people might understand those philosophies, but it does not help in their ways of doing business, in their ways of mixing their spirituality with their business. You got another way of conducting your spirituality in your business, and it might not conform with your own, and you might be right in some cases, and in some cases you might be wrong. So the word of the day here is understanding. The word of the day is open-mindedness. So from what I'm seeing here, my contrast is telling me that I need to be more understanding. I need to be more understanding. People want to have conversations. I can't have a fucking conversation with you, man. I can't have a conversation, bro. Look, I'm a master, man. I'm not here to conversate. I'm here to teach. I don't want you to tell me shit. I don't want to fucking hear you say things. Shut the fuck up. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying and shut your fucking mouth. I don't care about what the fuck you're saying. No, but for real, and you have to be like that too. You have to be like that too. If you know what you know, if you experience things that are far beyond the reach of human comprehension, you cannot sit there and let somebody talk to you, man. That shit makes no sense, bro. Like you act like a bitch. pardon my language, but you acting like a fucking bitch. And stop fucking sitting there and letting people tell you shit, bro. Like they don't understand what you understand. They have not lived the things that you have lived. They have not seen the things that you have seen. If you are a spiritual leader, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're fucking 8 years old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 50-year-old, 80-year-old, it doesn't matter. Don't let fucking people have a fucking conversation with you. They ain't got shit to say. If you're trying to find a conversation, tell that motherfucker to go read a book. Because what I'm saying is not shit that you need to doubt. It's not doubt. There's no doubt there. Because if you read the book, you'll learn the same shit that I'm telling you. So you're lucky if I'm even telling you the shit in the first fucking place, because I read the book. You know what I mean? I had to read a bunch of books. You know what I mean? And then I had to experience what was in the books. Because just reading the book doesn't mean shit. If you experience, I can write, I can tell you, I can say that I have a PhD in science, and that if you mix acid with sulfur, it's going to create an explosion and shit like that. That doesn't mean it's true. Unless you experience it, unless you actually do the experiment and you actually see that it causes an explosion, then, you know, that's the only way you're really going to find out. And that's the only reason why you should listen to me, is because you actually did the experience, you actually saw the result, and you know that what I'm saying is valid. So people don't get validated just because they went to school and they got a PhD. People get validated because people see that what you're saying is true. That's how you get validated. You know what I mean? So, moral of the story is, I understand that some people feel like they want to, you know, look, man, like, people like me are not the people that you're supposed to convince. Don't try and convince me. You're not going to convince me of anything. You know what I mean? Like, my knowledge is set in stone. Like, there's no, you know, I experienced it. Like, for me, that's reality. You know what I mean? For me, it's reality. You know what I mean? And it's more than that. It's not just for me that it's reality. It's a reality that's the same for everyone. Some people know about this reality. Some people don't. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people feel like they're inadequate. They want to have a conversation. Don't have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. Talk to yourself. You know, don't talk to me. And even if I say talk to yourself, it doesn't mean to actually talk to yourself. Talk to other people that's around you. See if they agree with your point of view. And then experiment by also alluding to what I'm saying, right? So tell other people about the things that I say, and then tell my point of view, and then tell your point of view, and see what coincides. If you've seen like 90% of the time, and not just one person, if you see that 90% of the time I'm wrong, okay, I'll have a conversation. But if 90% of the people see the same shit I'm seeing, dude, you need to make a change in your motherfucking life. Obviously. You know what I mean? So, I am not the one you want to conversate with. Don't shoot the messenger, is what they always say. Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm you know, I don't make the rules, I just work here. I mean, everybody wants to fucking give their souls the fucking Christianity and the savior and all that garbage. You know what I mean? Go fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? I know what I know because I know what I know. You know what I mean? I don't give out my soul. You know what? You want to know something? First of all, you can't sell your soul to the devil. He doesn't take souls anymore. I think he stopped doing that like since 1992 or something. You can't sell your soul to the devil. I tried many times. You can't sell your soul to the devil. Trust me. You can't sell your soul. That shit don't exist. It's not true. That's bullshit. It's fucking media. It's fucking TV, bro. Like, that shit's not true. You can't do that. It's impossible. He will not take your soul. He doesn't take souls. You know what I mean? So even if you say, oh, making a deal with the devil, you can make a deal with the devil. You can make a deal with me. I'm a devil. You can make a deal. Shit, I love making deals. Making deals is orgasmic to me. You know what I mean? But it's not what you think it is. You know what I mean? It's not what people think it is. Not everything, like, it's not. It's just not. You know what I mean? So you want to give your soul to somebody else that you don't know, you've never seen, basically lying to you all the fucking time, making fake ass promises. He's gonna give you this, he's gonna give you that, and blah blah blah. Bullshit. He gonna give you shit. He gonna give you shit. I mean, people like to they always use what's his face, Joseph or something. What's his fucking face? I think it's Joseph, the story of Joseph or something like that. I don't remember. Fucking, they always use that fucking shit, like, oh, you know, oh, he took everything away from him, but then he gave it all back. No, he didn't, man. He killed his fucking family, bro. You guys are fucking stupid, man. Like, you guys are fucking stupid. Because an entity that says, that has not proven, but says that he's higher than you. Because to me, being higher than someone is not, you know, anybody is, like I said yesterday, man. You can't be 7 foot tall, 300 pounds of pure muscle, and you a straight bitch. Right? You're a straight bitch. You didn't prove to me that you was better. So you gotta, first of all, you gotta be stronger and you gotta be smarter. To be better than me, you gotta be stronger and smarter. If you want to consider yourself better than me, you gotta be stronger and smarter. Shit, you gotta be more spiritual too. That means you gotta have more spiritual power. You gotta have more spiritual strength. You gotta be smarter. You gotta be stronger. Then I consider you better than me. Then I consider better than me. God has never proven that he was smarter, stronger, and more spiritual than you. Ever. As a matter of fact, if you listen to this fucking guy long enough, you're gonna find out that he's a fucking clown. And he's just pulling shit out of his fucking ass. And you're giving your soul to this guy. A person that has never proven anything. That's what being stronger is. That's what being strong is. Being strong is not somebody that's over emotional. Having too much emotion is not being strong. Being offended easily is a sign of weakness. You're not strong. If I can offend you, the devil, you can't offend the devil. You can't offend him. You can tell him to go fuck his mother as much as you want. He's not gonna feel offended. He's like, all right, well, whatever, dude. Now he's gonna be like, whatever. You know, I mean, you want to fucking, you know, tell me stupid shit, that's your problem. You can't offend the devil. That's what makes him stronger. You can offend God. If you don't pray enough, he'll feel offended. And then he's gonna have a fit. He's gonna have a hissy fit. And he's gonna put turmoil in your life because you're not praying, you're not giving him the attention that he needs. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't care about you, man. I care about me. Bro, what can you do for me? If you can't do shit for me, then you don't deserve my attention. You know what I mean, I don't live for you. I live for myself. You know what I mean, I don't have to thank you for living. I didn't ask. You know what I mean? I didn't ask you to live. You decided that it was a good idea for me to live. Now, you made your bed. Now lay in it. If you did create me, then you know who I am and you know exactly what the fuck you need to do. If you want my attention. So you can't blame me for your mistake. You can't blame somebody. If you make a mistake, you can't blame the mistake. You can't say that the mistake is his fault. Your mistake because your mistake. No, you created the mistake. It's your fault. So you can't blame the person for being the mistake, bro. You made the mistake. You know what I mean? Now, if you're offended, You got a fucking problem with my fucking existence. That's your fucking business, and you got to deal with it. So even God ain't that wise. Whatever you call God isn't wise. He's not who you think he is. He's a fucking liar. You know what I mean? Now you go see the devil doesn't give a shit about none of that shit. He loves you for who you are. You know what I mean? He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. If the devil created me, if I believe that the devil created me, but the thing is about the devil, the difference between the devil and God, the devil doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If he made a mistake, to him it doesn't matter that it's a mistake. He'll go along with the mistake until the will falls off. He accepts his mistakes. He lives with his mistakes. He revels in his mistakes. He loves his mistakes so much that he makes his mistakes become a positive instead of a negative. So some spiritualists out here are going to say, oh, Lucifer is, perfection energy. It's not just that. Nah, he's patient. It's patience energy. It's not perfection energy. It's patience energy, man. I mean, sure, of course, it is perfection energy, and it looks like that on the surface level, but underneath, you have to be patient to try and make someone perfect, because someone that's impatient will not be able to make somebody perfect. So you have to be very patient in order to make somebody perfect. So at the end of the day, he accepts that you are imperfect at this present moment in time. And even if you die before you become perfect, it doesn't matter, because he's here for the long haul. You know what I mean? He's here for the long haul. He will guide you through whatever you need to do in order to become this perfect entity that you believe idealistically exists. Even if it doesn't matter. And that's why I prefer him to God. Because he knows I'm not perfect. He knows that I'm trying to become perfect. And I might not make it. And he's very aware that I'm aware that I might not make it, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to try and do this shit. What else is there better to do? So people keep saying, you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. That's what I did. And the world's still shit. Well, it's not as bad, well, it is bad. It's just like I said before, people using euphemisms, the fucking, like the reverse psychology stuff, man. Like, people using euphemisms like, do unto others, like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. For real, no, really. I mean, like, come on, shut up. I mean, like, everybody keeps saying that shit, but, so what about you? You know what I mean? Do you do unto others as you would like to be done to you and stuff? Like, how about you? Does that shit work for you? Because you're saying that shit to everybody else, but how is that working out for you? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but I'm just saying, like, y'all keep throwing that shit out every time something happens, some type of activity or some time of, I don't know, like, situation. And then, you gotta, you gotta just shut up. Shut up. Stop fucking lying. You're a fucking liar. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous, man. So, you don't want to sign your soul to the devil. You can't sign your soul to the devil because you already signed your soul to another devil. God's a devil, too. Devil is a demon. A devil is a demon. A demon is a god. A god is an almighty being that lives in the cosmic realm. He's the same as every other god that existed. There's no difference. He's just more bold, brash, and prone to misguide and buffoonery than all the other gods. You know, and there's a lot of guys that guys are vain. You know, guys are arrogant and they're vain. You know, so he's no different. He's worse, actually. He's more vain, he's more arrogant, and he's more prone to lying than all the other guys that he's saying is lying, right? Except for Voodoo. Voodoo spirits lie all the time. Like voodoo spirits lie consistently. You know, like no one beats a voodoo spirits in vain and misleading shit. Like, you know, voodoo spirits lie all the fucking time. Like, it's so, you know, they make a lot of fucking promises. Voodoo spirits have universal credit. Their universal credit rate is so fucking high right now because they're making so many fucking promises, and there's too much work to be done, bro. There's no fucking way that the voodoo spirits can actually uphold all of those promises that they made. There's no fucking way, because they just writing blank checks right now. They're writing checks and they ain't certified checks, bro. Like you know, the devil doesn't write checks to everybody. You know what I mean? If a demon don't like you, there's no, you, man. If a demon don't like you, he'll make sure that you know that he don't like you, and you're gonna go back to church. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, nigga, if you fucking call me again, I'm gonna tear your ass up. You know what I mean? I like that shit. There's, like I said before, there's the demons that I can't work with because they just don't like my fucking face. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I dealt with fucking spirits, you know, Christianity for so long, writing blank checks, making fake promises for so long, and I'm like, you know, that's cool to me, man. At least you telling me straight up, instead of me wasting my fucking time getting punched in the face because, you know, I'm trying to make people believe in your bullshit, and then I'm sitting here getting punched in the face, man, and all kinds of shit, and you writing blank checks. In the meantime, every time I walk into your office, you're like, here's $1,000. Then I go to the bank to change the $1,000. The shit didn't pass. Then I call you up. The way my bank account is set up, you gotta wait 2 or 3 business days before the check passes. And then you go back 2 or 3 business days later, the check still bounced. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck all of that shit, bro. Like, get out of here with that nonsense. So motherfuckers writing blank checks over there, bro. Like, demons don't write blank checks. They write you a check, and you're gonna get the check, and that's it. That's the end of the fucking story. There's no fucking 2, 3 business days. Then you gotta go over there. You gotta go do this. No, man. Like, you know, you make a deal, and that's the end of the deal. And that's it. Shit, they don't even have time. Like, they're great businessmen too, if you think about it, because, you know, that it's respectable. I mean, like, it's respectable. It's commendable and respectable because they don't even, like, people think they're gonna call up, you know, spirits and they're gonna linger and shit, and they're gonna stay in your house and they're gonna mess with your mind and stuff and blah. No, nigga, like, I ain't got time for you, man. Like, it depends on the deal that you're writing. There's some people that write checks that do deals that take longer periods, and there's people that do deals that take shorter periods, and that's the period that they're gonna stay around. You know what I mean? And then after that, they move on to the next one. They don't have time to linger and play with you and stuff, and they ain't got time for that. They're too busy. You know, that other guy over there sits there looking at you and shit, telling you a whole bunch of garbage, writing blank checks, you know what I mean, and telling you a whole bunch of garbage that you don't fucking need to know. So At the end of the day, spirituality is still what you make it to be. You don't have to be a demonologist if you don't want to. You know, I wouldn't consider it personally, especially if you're a kumbaya person and you want to have conversations with people and stuff. Like, don't be a demonologist. You know, like, go practice some voodoo or astrology or something. I don't know, like, go read some tarot cards or something. Like, I don't know, like, it don't, like, this demonology is not, it's not for the faint hearted. It's not for people that are like, doormats and shit, man. And, man, like, the demons will make you tear your enemies apart. They will make you tear your enemies apart. They will tell you who's attacking you, when they're gonna attack you, and then you have to attack them. They will tell you do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's and most of the time they're right, because if you don't, like, sometimes I don't listen. Sometimes I don't listen. I'm like, oh man, like, you telling me somebody's gonna attack me, but that person didn't do anything to me yet, right? So I'm like, man, okay, I'll do it, but not right. I'm gonna at least wait until I get hit. And then I get hit hard. Now I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker hated me that much. Then I gotta go attack the guy. Then I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I should have attacked him when he told me to. Like a dumbass. Man, I should have listened. I should have listened, man. Too late now, you dumb idiot. Like, you know what I mean? So, we don't have conversations, man. Like, man, we ain't got time to play around with people, man. We ain't got time for that sort of nonsense, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're for the real. We're not for the fake. We're not for the fake. We're meant for the real, bro. Like, we're not for the fake, man. Like, and yeah, demons can be unstable sometimes. Demons can be unstable sometimes. Sometimes it does feel like they're writing blank checks. It can feel like they're writing a blank check. Sometimes. But it's because you gotta be patient. You gotta learn patience, man. Because not everything, like, this world was meant to be against demons. This world was created like, well, not really. No, it's not. Actually, that's bullshit. It's just a lot of people believe that their belief system is the right belief system and there's no other belief systems. And because of that, there's a wall that's created between people. An invisible wall created between people. And I guess that would be the reason why some people would need to have a conversation, but that's a different story. That's a different story, because if we're talking about business and you're a gatekeeper, I don't feel like talking to you. I feel like destroying you. Gates are meant to be burned, right? Like, gates are meant to be rammed through. Like, that's why we created rams, so we can bull rush inside somebody's castle, so we can storm the castle. Well, now gates are meant to be broken, so we're not doing that. And on the subject of religion, we're not doing that either. We're not doing that either, because you believe in your shit too much. I don't take myself seriously. I mean, look at this. I got, like, grills and shit, and I'm wearing mala beads, and I got grills and shit. I don't take myself seriously, bro. Like, the devil does not take himself seriously, man. Like, he does. He is who he is. But at the same time, you're the one that's tripping. You're the one that's seeing everything as being fucking serious as a heart attack. God ain't shit. He ain't shit. It's a joke. There's 50% truth in it, and there's 50%, buffoonery in it. Because I could explain to you why I feel like he's a joke, but I'd rather tell you he's a joke so you can feel offended. Because the thing is, the secret is here, man. The real secret here is, man, if you feel offended and you feel like you angry, you want to attack me, shit, and then you do try to attack me, then you're really gonna find out who your man's is. So go ahead, feel offended, do something. And then you're gonna know who the devil is. You know what I mean? And then you really gonna know who the devil is. I remember a few months ago there was two guys that was like, you know, oh, we gonna see if that shit you on is really protecting your ass. Well, I'm still here. How about you? You know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm still, you know, I'm fine, more or less. But I'm fine, bro. Like, so anyways, like, I'm better than most. You know, a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Man, look, if you look at the state of YouTube right now and all these spiritualists, they're some bullshit. They're bullshit, man. Shit, I'm starting to shit, man. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm starting to understand why Elmira is out here rolling on you motherfuckers like this, man. Y'all niggas trash. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to say that, but shit, I think he's on to something, man. Like, cause don't you think it's too easy for him to do the shit he doing? No, like, think about it for 2 seconds, man. Like, there's something there too. Like, you know, like there's something. It's not just, you know, because I watch everything. You know, I analyze everything. You know, I see multiple pathways. Like I said before in some of my videos, when I look at somebody, I see multiple pathways. It can go this way, it can go that way, it can go this way. So I'm looking at this guy, but then I'm also looking at everybody else around this guy. So I'm like, you know, I don't agree because I believe everybody has the right to practice, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, this is too easy for this fucking guy. There's a reason why it's easy for him like that, man. It's not just him. It's like God. You know what I mean? It's like God is like, I'm sitting here, I'm God, and I'm looking at Elmira like, you're the mistake that I made. Yeah, but you can't be mad at him. You know, you're the one that made the mistake. You know what I mean? You know, you can't punish people. And you know, when you know that you're the one creating mistakes, you can't punish your mistake for what you did. He's not the mistake, you are. It's because you suck. You don't know what you're doing. And instead of learning and trying to understand what you're doing, you're out here pointing fingers. Stop pointing fingers, bro. Like, look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at me. I'm the devil. You don't like yourself? You don't like what you look at? Well, I'm you. So, you know, like, whatever. So, who got emotional problems here, man? I mean, you're looking at me like I got fucking emotional problems. You're looking at me like I'm running out here fucking screaming at people and stuff like that and fucking judging them and pointing fingers. Nah, bro, I'm just being me. So anyways, like, I feel like a lot of spiritualists on YouTube are kind of like, you know, on some bullshit. You know, I mean, they ain't really that spiritual. And, you know, especially on YouTube, they ain't really that spiritual, man. Like, you know, you got bullshit artists up the hoo-ha, man. Motherfuckers are sitting there dancing and shit, you know, for motherfuckers and shit. Not, hey, you know, hey, I'm not dissing your dancing skills. You might have some dancing skills, you know. You might have some oratory skills, too. But it's the reason why you're using your talent that kind of sets me off here. And it sets me off because I'm kind of like, well, I'm a spiritual guru. I'm a spiritual leader. And I know that I won't do some of the shit that you're doing. So I have a hard time believing that you're spiritual in the first fucking place. It's kind of hard. It's a weird dichotomy here. It's a weird contrast, man. It's a weird way of seeing things, man. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, but I'm not. I don't do that shit. I know I'm spirit. I know I'm. I mean, dudes out here right now, they're talking about Egyptian, Tibetan Book of the Dead and Egyptian Book of the Dead. And motherfucker, I caught you in a lie. I caught you in the lie. I mean, the shit is posted on YouTube, man. You can see the shorts. It's right there. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Motherfuckers are still listening to the dude. And he's still talking about Egyptian Book of the Dead and stuff. Like, motherfuckers just skip over shit. So that's why you got Anthony Joshua saying that, I'm going to let the people decide who my next fight going to be. Yo. What the fuck? What conversation? What conversation? What are you talking about? Like, what? Go. Bro, like, if you corrupted and you a sellout, just keep being a sellout. If you want to change. You ain't got to talk to me. Talk to me for what? You gonna change my mind? You gonna change my mind on what? It's like come on, man. That shit makes no sense. I mean, what are you gonna change my mind on? What am I gonna change my mind on, bro? I'm a spiritual leader. I'm a spiritual guru. Fuck that. I'm not a spiritual leader. You wanna know why I'm not a spiritual leader? Because I ain't got no followers. So to be a fucking spiritual leader, you gotta have followers. But I am a guru. That means I'm at the highest level of my profession. That, yes. But I'm not a spiritual leader. So you can't just walk up to me and start talking wild, reckless, nonsensical shit. Bro, like, you're lucky that you have access to me in the first fucking place. Like, in the first fucking place, you're super lucky to have access to me. Extremely lucky. I'm not even, half of the shit I say on my YouTube channel, I'm not even supposed to say it. Even when I'm beefing with people, I'm not even beefing with motherfuckers. People think that I'm fucking insulting them and shit like that and blah, blah. No. I'm just using it as a fucking excuse to teach people. You're just in there. You're an analogy. You're not real. You think that I think you're real, but you're not real to me. You're just an excuse for me to show my genius. It's not that deep, bro. Motherfuckers sitting there saying they're gonna fucking run down on you and shit like that, pulling up guns. Man, the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. I mean, like, you stupid as fucking hell. I mean, like, hey, bro, like, I don't want to necessarily underestimate people and shit like that, bro. Like, but to me, that's stupid, man. Like, one day you ready to shoot. Look at how much these motherfuckers are bullshit, right? Look how much these niggas is bullshit, right? One day he got a gun on him and he wants to come and shoot you and shit. That's what he's saying. He's saying, oh, if I can't get you spiritually, I'm a clap your ass, right? And then all of a sudden, oh, he's capable of doing magic. All of a sudden, yeah, I mean, like, he's stealing your content and shit. And it looks like he's, using some kind of hoodoo and shit. But 2 days ago, you couldn't do that shit. You was so desperate, you was like, I'm gonna go get a gun and shoot this nigga. And all of a sudden, you magical? What's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on? You know what I mean? What? So one day you a shooter and the other day you're this high. I don't mean to underestimate people, man. It's just I look at things, I analyze things. I look at things and it doesn't add up. Shit don't add up to me. Doesn't make any sense. Why didn't you do that thing before you said you was gonna shoot someone? When's the last time I ever said that I was gonna shoot somebody? Shit, I never even said I was gonna kill somebody. Shit, my content ain't even about like I'm giving you ways to defend yourself, because I know that the weapons that I use to actually attack people are not gonna use that, because everybody wants to be kumbaya. And even though people say that they want to be kumbaya, they listening to other fucking spiritualists talking about cursing motherfuckers and keep them locked inside of this fucking hole of shit and stuff. I mean, like, it's okay if you're talking about baneful magic. If somebody did something to somebody, like rape, or you stole a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean, and you don't want to give it back and shit. Yeah, okay, that I understand. But if you didn't do some shit like that and you just got your heart broken because the guy don't like you no more, then the fuck out of here, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck out of my office, man. Like, go get a counselor, man. Go fucking do some therapy or some shit. I don't know. Like, the fuck out of my face. But I ain't cursing your fucking ex because he don't like you no more. He don't like you. Maybe the fact that you're here makes me understand why this motherfucker broke up with you in the first fucking place. So I ain't even gonna fucking help you. I'm be like, yo, the fuck out of here. I got a bunch of people that have actual problems, actual real life problems that need help with. So I ain't got time for you, man. Like, so I don't know. Like, and at the same time, all these people want to be kumbaya. Somebody like me come around, start flexing his muscles, and everybody's just like, oh Lord Jesus, Lord, everybody, we all friends. Okay, we all get along. Man, shut the fuck up. Fucking conversation. Kiss my ass. Fucking hooting and hollering God's name all of a sudden. Oh, Jesus gone. Fucking disgusting. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation, people. People are full of shit. At the end of the day. People are full of shit. At the end of the day, people are full of shit. I mean, like, that's what it is. People are full of shit, and that's why you should put your trust in demons. That's why you should put your trust in demons, because at least you get to live and experience life the way you want to experience life. Period. You can make your dreams become a reality. You can have whatever you want. And you know what? Become a demon. Fuck working with demons, because you don't even need to work with demons. You can just become a demon. You don't have to work with demons. You can just become a demon. Become one. Don't look at TV and shit like that. I mean, you can look TV a little bit, but like, don't listen to all that. Fucking they're gonna poltergeists. And they're gonna get you while you're sleeping and stuff. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. And even if that's true, take that as something that you can do. Fuck it. Take that as something that you can do. That you can fucking attack people in the fucking sleep and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. People try to attack me in my sleep all the motherfucking time, and they sitting there talking about how great Jesus is. Praising the Lord, and then when the cameras are off, they in their fucking room somewhere, trying to creep into going into the astral realm, trying to take something from you and shit, trying to creep into your soul and shit. It's disgusting. And then the motherfuckers like Jesus is the greatest. What the fuck is y'all talking about, man? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these fucking people? Yeah, I mean, hey, man. Do you know how many fucking people pray to God that God fucking punishes me and shit? Do you know? I know, nigga. You think I don't know? I know that you're asking God, like, you know, I know. I know that you're praying to God. I know. You pray to God all the time. You ask God to help you out. Sometimes he does, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyways, man, like, look, being a demon is a difficult and fun thing at the same time. Sometimes I don't understand what's going on. Sometimes I'm a guy. The problem with me is I'm very patient, but I don't like to not do nothing. I hate the time periods where I have to not do anything. I fucking hate that shit like a mother. I hate it. I hate it. And if I didn't tell you before, I'm going to tell you once more. I hate it. Those are the hardest time, and those are the time where I flip my fucking wig, bro. Like, I wig out. If I'm doing shit, man, I'm not even going to notice. I'm not going to notice nothing. But if you tell me that I can't fucking do nothing, I'm going to flip out. I'm going to flip out on everybody. I'm going to flip out. I'm going to flip out on everyone. I'm going to flip out on my family. I'm going to flip out on the demons. I'm going to flip out on the spirits. I'm going to flip out on the gods. I'm going to flip out on that fucking guy that you call God. I'm going to flip out on my girlfriend. I'm going to flip out on everyone. I'll flip out, man. Don't tell me not to do nothing, bro. Don't fucking tell me to not do nothing, man. I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit. Some people like that. Some people prefer taking their time and not doing something and contemplating some stuff like that. But I'm a fucking Buddhist. You're asking Lucifer, the original guy that contemplated for many years, like I did, to contemplate again, when I just came out of contemplation, and you telling me I have to contemplate some more? Nah, I can't do it. You killing me right now, bro. But that's the world of magic. Sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to fucking wait. You have to sit there, not touch nothing, and just bow. You know what I mean? And then boom, this motherfucker everybody get their neck broken. And it's cool when you see everybody getting their neck broken. But at the same time, you're like, it's not just about me. For me, it's not just about breaking people's necks. For me. Because the only reason why I'm breaking your neck is because you're in my way. So I don't really care, about breaking your neck. What I really care about is what happens after I break your neck. That's what's interesting. That's the interesting part to me. For some people, it's the neck breaking that they love. They love to see them. They want all the neck breaking. I mean, like some voodoo guys, like El Mary. El Mary loves the neck breaking. He doesn't care about what happens after. He's concentrating on the neck breaking. He loves to break necks. If he does actually break necks. From what I hear about people on the internet, that's what he does. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't venerate him because I haven't had the proof. You know what I mean? That he's stronger, bigger. You know what I mean? See what I did there? It all comes back full circle. You know what I mean? It's always the same thing, but that's life. Everything comes back full circle. It goes round and around and around and around. So you're sitting there praying for my downfall, but I can't go down. Shit, you know what? I'm guilty of doing the same thing. I'm praying for other people's downfall, but they ain't going down. All we do is go round and round and round and round. So that's why right now we're at the state where motherfuckers everybody wants to be Mayweather. Everybody wants to be Mayweather. It's all about being Mayweather now. Because, you can't, you're trying to do shit, but you just keep going around and around and around and around. That's just fucking stupid. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like where life is going. Life is going towards a very, people are mad against God because they're living in a simulation. But we're creating a simulation ourselves. Life is becoming more and more simulated. Boxers aren't really boxing. Basketball players aren't really playing basketball. Football players aren't really playing football. Spiritualists aren't really spiritualists. Rappers aren't really rappers. So we're mad at some entity for creating a fake reality, but we're creating a fake reality too. Science isn't really science. Physics isn't really physics. Magic isn't really magic. So everything is becoming faker and faker by the minute. Because nobody wants to be real. Nobody wants to make the first step. Everybody wants to make deals with God. They don't want to make deals with the devil. Because either they're afraid of dying. They're afraid that something bad might happen. Something bad is supposed to happen. If nothing bad happens, that's when I'm worried. Because bad things are what permeates evolution. If we believe the scientists that say the Big Bang Theory is the reason why we all exist. Well, the Big Bang Theory is a massive explosion in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then the theory of evolution. If we follow the scientists, the theory of evolution, a giant rock fell out of the sky, exploded the planet. The whole planet got went all in shambles, created water, animals and plants. That was something bad. Those are bad things. An explosion is not good. If you're near an explosion that big, you would be evaporated, disintegrated, obliterated. If you was walking around the planet while this big ass rock landed, you'd be dead. It's not a good thing. But it's the theory of evolution. And the theory of evolution is still real. I experienced it myself. Bad shit happened to me. And it gave me power. If those bad shit had not had to happen, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So bad shit need to happen. So you need the devil in your life. You need bad shit to happen. You want bad shit to happen. If you're ambitious, if you got a vision, you want bad things to happen. Because bad things are good. Good things are bad. Bad things are good, bro. When bad shit happens, you're like, yes, more power. Motherfuckers trying to curse you, yes, more power. That means I'm going forward, because I'm not gonna die. I'm only gonna get stronger. But everybody's like, oh no, we're gonna go make deals with God, so like that bad shit don't happen. So like that, nobody gets hurt. Everybody stays, in their cubicles. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets damaged. Everybody, have their own little thing. This is fucking communism, man. Y'all already living in communism, man. This is communism. Everybody got the same shit. Everybody has the same shit. There's 3,000 gajillion white cars rolling around right now. Everybody got a white car right now. Everybody got a white car. Everybody. It's unanimous. That's communism. We are under a communist dictatorship. We're under a communist government, bro. This fucked up shit. Everybody got the same shit. Everybody got the same shit. Everybody thinks the same way. Everybody eating the same food. We're all going to the same places. There's no choice now. You see a bunch of commercials on TV, you ain't got no choice. You go downtown, you see a bunch of commercials on TV, you go downtown, there's not as much. You know what I mean? You finish seeing a commercial on TV about a restaurant, you go to a restaurant, the restaurant is serving the same food that the other restaurant you used to go to. You know what I mean, bro? It's communism, man. Everybody shops clothes except those guys. You know who I'm talking about. The people that don't exist. But everybody else's shop has to close down. And the only shop that's open is those motherfuckers' shops. The only shop making money is their shops. It's fucking communism, man. And you want to know why you're living in this kind of communism? Because you don't want bad shit to happen. There's a difference between a demon and an angel. I want bad shit to happen. Bad shit is good. I want bad shit to happen. Bad shit needs to happen. So like that I can get ahead. So like that I can be freer. So like that I can transform that energy into a driving force. But if there's no energy, it's stagnant. Everything is stagnation. Everything is still same. Everything is still in this, it's all motionless. That shit's boring, man. It's garbage, bro. Like, I don't even understand how people are comfortable living like that, bro. I don't even think they are comfortable. It's just, they're trying to make the best of a bad situation. Pardon the pun. So I don't know what we got to talk about, man. I don't think we need to talk. I severely doubt that's the case. Severely doubt it. I severely doubt that that's the case. Severely doubt that that's the case. Like, there's no way that that's the solution for us talking. I doubt that. I mean, sure, of course, I can make my my state of living better by making a deal with God, and not the devil, as of, I could have a semblance of what people feel like is real life. But then again, if I do that, I might miss out on something better, something greater. Because, as I said before, most of the shit that you see around you is fucking, it's all a lie. Even the people that are telling you they want to talk, they're just lying to you. They're distracting you. You don't need to talk to them. Because behind them, there's something greater. Behind God, there's something greater. God ain't shit. He's just a distraction. Behind God, there's the world of the demons. The The world of demons, if you can reach it, if you're strong enough, if you have enough faith, if you have enough belief in yourself, if you have enough confidence, you can reach that world. And in that world, you can create whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But if you get distracted in this senseless conversation with God, and then you sign your soul to the devil, you sign your soul to God, and you get Mayweathered, just like Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao got Mayweathered, man. Or better yet, if you get Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali would win a match before he even got in the ring. And you know how? By talking to people. Muhammad Ali already won the match before the match even started. Because he would go out and talk to people. Don't fucking talk to me. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me, bro. I'm trying to lose, bro. I'm not here to lose. Don't talk to me. I ain't gonna talk to you either. Anyway. So, you know, like, that's what's gonna happen. If you listen to these guys, these reverse psychologists throwing euphemisms and socialism at you and shit, and you fall for the trap, thinking that the grass is greener over there or some shit like that. It ain't. It's fucking bullshit. It's fake grass. It's not real grass. There might be some grass. It might be green, but it's not real. It's not real grass. You know what I mean? It's momentary grass. You know what I mean? It's momentary grass. It's grass for the minute. And then you end up like Anthony Joshua. He doesn't know right from left. And then you end up like that dude talking about, oh, I'm gonna let the people decide. What? Like, that's what happens. It's what happens. You know, you enter the world of demons, and then you looking down at all these fucking people. You're like, look at all these fucking people, man. All fucking sheep running around, being all weird and shit. See, the thing, my videos aren't just entertainment, bro. It's real life too. Like, and I feel like because I say it myself, I'm just a YouTuber and shit, but I'm not. Obviously, just a YouTuber, you know. It's just, I like to test people out to see how much they're capable of seeing bullshit or not. So I'm not gonna tell you everything, you know. Figure it out by yourself. Like, and I give out enough information for you to figure it out too. It's not. I don't believe that everything I say is cryptic. Like, I believe there's enough information for you to figure it out. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, but the thing is, a lot of people think like this is just entertainment. Like, this ain't entertainment, bro. Like, this is real life shit. I'm not, you know, one of those weird YouTube people doing weird shit. Like, I'm not a clout chaser either. I don't chase clout. I don't, you know, but it's hard not to chase clout, actually, because people are very interested in spirituality, man. Like, the conscious community, I was in the conscious community. I am on the conscious community hashtag channel, whatever you want to call it. And there ain't shit there. Like, my content is the most interesting content on the whole fucking page. There's nothing there, bro. It's just a bunch of fucking buffoons talking about they gonna beat each other up. I was watching a video of this guy saying he was gonna rape people's kids and shit. Hashtag conscious community. What? What? You know, left hand path, they're barely noticeable. Barely. You know, I mean, like, They're barely noticeable. Like and some of them got good content, but I mean, eh, it's boring. It's boring. It's boring. I'm sorry. It's boring. A lot of people want to talk about crystals and herbs and shit and blah blah. That's fine, bro. There's nothing wrong with herbs and crystals. Herbs and crystals fine, bro. I ain't got no problem with herbs and crystals, but you don't even need that shit. Like you don't really need herbs and crystals. I mean, it's good. It helps. You gotta have aroma. Aroma is a very helpful tool. The nose is one of your greatest powers. But the thing you need to understand is that the magic is going on in your head. It's not really going on outside. You're the magic. It's not the exterior that's magical. It's you. So it's kind of like a lot of content out here basically focusing on crystals and herbs and the clavicle of Solomon, which sucks. Fucking goetic demons, bullshit. Fucking Christian bullshit too. It's not even halfway bullshit. It's like full blown bullshit. So a lot of these fucking content creators are kind of like, I'm kind of meh. You got other ones that's mixing demonology with Egyptian magic. Like that's Anton LaVey shit. That's Illuminati shit, man. Like Anton LaVey is the sole responsible for bringing back the Illuminati in the late 1900s, 1980s, 1900s, and shit like that. You got Anton LaVey and the other guy. Those are the guys that's making this fucking system possible. They mix Egyptian magic with demonology and Christianity. They mixed a whole bunch of shit together. That's what he did. He mixed up a whole bunch of content together and people using those. But there's just tricks. It's not the whole story. It's like mixed martial arts. Basically, Anton LaVey is like Bruce Lee. Anton LaVey is like Bruce Lee. Yeah, no, for real facts. Like he's like Bruce Lee. He created mixed martial arts. Bruce Lee created mixed martial arts. Anton LaVey created mixed magic art. But the thing is, when you're a master of one discipline, a karate guy can kill a UFC fighter very easily. And I mean kill him. Because karate is very powerful. Like karate is savage. Not a lot of people can contain the energy of karate. And that's why these guys, this Illuminati people, are trying to erase some of these techniques. Because they're too powerful. It looks, and they're very slick. It's God energy. It's not demon energy. That's God energy. They're slick because they come around and they start making deals, and they're like, yo, don't you think these guys are a little bit too violent? I mean, look at these fucking people. You imagine if all these fucking guys, there's like 100 of them walking down the fucking street. What the fuck are people gonna do? They're gonna kill all of us. And then people are kind of like, oh shit, you're right. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. And then there's only one karate class in the entire country, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's on purpose. So now there's a bunch of fucking guys, UFC is the shit and, karate ain't shit. No, karate guy can kill you easily. Like, he will punch a hole through your stomach. And I don't even like karate. I'm not a karate guy. I'm a kung fu guy. I'm not a karate guy. Like, I like kung fu because, flow like water and stuff, and and the suppleness and the movement and this. I like that. I like that shit. I like all the free flowingness of it, the philosophy of it, the Shaolin philosophies and stuff like that. I like that. Karate is straight to the point. Karate is hit and break things. Like you fucking hit something and you break it. It's straight to the point, but it's very powerful, and it's very hard to contain that sort of energy because a lot of karate guys end up being very violent because they have too much energy and they don't know what to do with it because there's no platform for people to express themselves physically because no one cares, because everybody on some God shit. because everybody think God is the answer. So people like that get lost in the system, and then they have to take pills. And they were karate champion 5 years ago, and now they live in a 2.5 apartment, and they have to take pills and shit. Nobody wants to talk to them because they don't know how to express themselves. So every time they talk, they sound aggressive, but they're actually very emotional because they don't know what the fuck is going on with them. So they get lost in the system. Or they become worse than that. They become criminals. There's a lot of karate guys in the street. Most people that do karate end up being gangsters because there's nothing else to do. Shit is bad, man. And the people you think is on your side is not on your side. And the people you think is not on your side is actually on your side. It is what it is. Anyway, this video is too damn long. I'm out of here. Peace out.